Hello. Hi, hi. Welcome on annual. Congrats on being first. And yeah, want to keep reading the stories. I don't remember where we left off. Oh wait, now I think I do. We finished off one, and before we could go back to sleep, the dude was like, "Hey, new book." But we didn't see what it was yet. I have updated my OS since last stream and this stream, and things are just a tiny bit funky. Just a tiny bit. For one, I don't know why, but half of the applications I normally use are really tiny now. And I cannot explain why. Like, hold on, is Bookwalker a native Linux? I don't think so. No, it's Unity. What compatibility layer are you running? The default one. What compatibility layer is you running? Oh, maybe that's the problem. Maybe that compatibility layer doesn't like the new OS. Because I'm on Nobara, and they switched from version 41 to 42. So like everything got a refresh. Which, thank God, because now things work again. Like, I cannot explain to you how broken things were. I was terrified to turn off my computer because sometimes it just wouldn't start until I do a 5 to 15 minute ritual. And I couldn't figure out why. But now it works. I don't have to be scared to turn off my computer anymore. Which is great for my electricity bill. Because I'm like actively trying to make an effort to move away from Windows. Except for like a handful of things which I have to use Windows for because everyone are cowards. Looking at you, Epic. Cowards, a lot of you. Anyways. In Coracle news, nothing much has happened. But just a reminder that we still have some boxes left for Selena, Type A, and we have many Type B left. Just so you know, if you want Physical Lady, she's waiting. And also as a reminder that Ying San is still for sale. That, not like she's going to stop being on sale. But she's real, she exists. Her key art illustrator is none other than Vofan of, I guess, Chinese vocal synth fame. I think also illustrated, oh, what's her name? Was it Xinhua? It might be Xinhua. Look at me knowing what I'm talking about, says the person who's actively part of the community and is contributing. Just goes to show, you have to fake it till you make it. And oh boy, am I faking it until I make it. Let's see. Any other pertinent things I need to speak of? I don't think so. I really should make a checklist. That would be smart. Doing anything would be smart. Preparing? Imagine preparing. Couldn't be me. Ooh. Seeing Yulhiel reminds me. Fitcraft. Excited. I'm glad that we stressed the server the other day. It sure was invalid timestamp. So much invalid timestamps. I think whatever algorithm they're using to check the timestamps is too strict. Yeah, too many. Too many. Yeah. Stream avatars, what did you do to that icon? Yeah, no. CZ was trying to manually get all the way to true neutral. And it was bad. But at least we generated good data, I hope, question mark. That really is something they have to... I was stuck in region changing for about an hour? Oh no! Thankfully, I was able to use the warp. I was able to warp to a city to true neutral. And it worked. I did relog because I was getting 1,000,000 invalid timestamps. It just turns out that that's just a fact of life. Invalid timestamp is a constant. You can never escape it. At least for me. I'm also so sad because they started the test while I was at work. I see. I was trying to catch up to, Alice. But I didn't know where they were. I just knew they were in true neutral. And then by the time I figured out where they were, yeah. You just can't do that. It's against nature. It's unnatural. Yeah. I tried to get there. By the time I realized where she is and was trying to get to her, invalid timestamp took over. And moving from one spot to another became impossible. That was in Call of Duty, trying to muck around. But excited for the not stress test playtest, but the what do they call it? Gameplay test at the end of the month. Little of that waste on Tuesday. Oh? Yeah, luckily the warp lets you see where you're warping to before you do it. It's just that the map is too zoomed in sometimes to just make use of that. Because, like, you get put somewhere on the map to see where you're warping to, and then you're like, great, now what region is this? I used a little bit of math to figure out where it was supposed to be. And I got it right the first one I clicked on. Well, I warped to the wrong town. I warped to the right region, though. So that was a plus. They almost got tricked by the same town, but without three. Ah, I see. Um, I kind of hope that they do some kind of randomly generated region name. Because like if you've ever looked at a Twitch clip, they have like these crazy sentences of randomly picked words to designate the clip, and I love them so much. Um, but yeah, looking forward to the playtest. I can't wait to bit the crafts and craft the bits and decur the bats. Yeah, bit crafting. Not today, but there was a stress test a few days ago. And then the functional test is going to be at the end of the month. And then a month later, if I'm remembering my times correctly, will be real Bitcraft. Early access. Hopefully, for real. Just like throwing that on a bulletin board with all the red yarn in pins, being like, it's real. But also, yeah, welcome on, lazy boy. Okay. I think I have bitted enough crafts. Let's hop in to video game. Please, okay, there we go. Oh. Hi, please don't do that. I got super glue on my glasses, trying to fix the frame. And I finally got acetone to get rid of it. And my eyes are both pleased and upset because I haven't used them in a while. Ooh, okay, so we can do this. Increase shield duration. Heal on use! S'il vous plaît. Heck yeah. That gives me an excuse to use the shield more! It's a new book.
It's easier to get a new one.
Oui. Sand. Oh, you know what? This cover is reminding me of the original concept for the Owl Express in Hat in Time. It was supposed to be a desert area, if I remember correctly. Um, that's the vibes this is giving. Infiltrate Heart of Sands by Samantha Moori and extract an item. The Weather Controller. Interesting, interesting. An excerpt from a book review. And so I was expecting a significant emphasis on classism and the difference between the lives of people in the upper district and the train-dwelling nomads. However, in writing the upper district as a sort of retirement home rather than an upper-class sector, the author avoids these themes, which I found immensely disappointing. I see, I see. Well, in we go. You decided to keep on working? It seems like I don't have a choice. After everything that happened, what did happen in the last book? Oh yeah, that was bad. How did they manage to convince you? Or has another passed since I last saw you? They spent a whole month convincing you? Not quite that long. You literally had to race your own character. I'll write a new one. Yes. I forgot about your feelings towards characters. I don't have any feelings towards characters. Just because Amanda left you doesn't mean that all characters are now bad. She has nothing to do with it. I really thought about giving it all up. The client is right. I need to finish my last job. Even if what we're doing makes me feel sick. If they get rid of my shackles, I can write my own book, putting this all behind me. Looking at the floor. Just help me finish this one last time. What are we looking for? A weather controller. A device that can control the weather? Seems so. Would certainly come in handy here. The air feels like it's at least 100 degrees, if not 120. Fahrenheit or Celsius? Okay, let's get to it. Beep, beep. Well, let's look at this dead man first. Key. Pete Jenkins. Okay, I have to remember how to play the video game. I played Day of the Tentacle in between this two streams. And I, don't remember the controls. You hear static over the radio. Linda F. Jr. speaking. I'm taking over for this senior meteorologist too soon, unfortunately. Voice belongs to a very young man, but sounds confident, as though he's been giving commands over the radio his whole life. Is there anybody between lines 10 and 40? Is that us? Asked Roderick. Who knows? I think we're in range, maybe. What is our number? 26. 26 was destroyed by a firestorm last year. Are you sure that's the right number? 17. Are you sure? 17 is here right now in a station in town. You notice a steel plate with the number 42 next to the speaker. Got it. Pete Jenkins, correct? I think Pete's, I don't think Pete will be making radio contact anytime soon. Is his body nearby? There's a skeleton in the chair. Writing something down. Thanks. I've noted that in the log. Must have been the drive storm last week that got him. He sighs faintly. What kind of storm did you say? Congratulations, you're the new operator of 42, so I'm obliged to inform you that there's a death storm forecast between lines 10 and 40, so you should head towards town. You can take shelter there. A death storm? You may not be able to see it from your position, but it's showing up on my instruments already. Are you not from around here? Are there no storms in your zone? You could say that. I'm not from around here. If you get caught in a death storm, you die. Well, I figured that one out on my own. What other kind of storms are there? Death storms are quite rare in your area. You're more likely to see a fear storm or a madness storm in there. Gomenasari? Great. But there are joy storms too, although they most often happen in town. Alright, I'll try to get the train moving. Good luck! Great! We have to not die. How do you think we'll get through that one? List of names. There's a long list of names scratched into the wall. Each one is in different handwriting. A sharp nail hangs on a chain nearby. Looks like this is a list of the train's previous operators. There's dozens here. Is this some kind of cursed train? They're probably just in a dangerous place. The last one is, Ronald Miles? What about our dearly departed Pete Jenkins? Probably didn't even have time to add his name. I add it. The poor guys deserve this at least. Well, probably. We didn't know him after all. Take the nail from the chain and scratch Pete Jenkins' name in the wall. Not bad. What about yours? You're the operator now. Do you want people to forget about you too? Why not? You scratch your name into the wall at the end of the list and put the nail back. Nice job. Couldn't put half the effort into the other names though. Had to make your own name the best. Yeah. You wipe a few metal shavings off the inscription. I mean, of course. I step outside. I die instantly. Ooh, what's this? Well, we better get what's out of... Please, move. S'il vous plaît. A crate. Better what we can out here. Because once the train moves, we are not getting back here. Oh no. What do you see? There's an oil bug inside it. It ate everything. Something skitters around inside the tank. Ew. Can we skip the bugs? Is there no way we can get to town without the train? What? Are you afraid of bugs? Hey, get out of the tank. Nah, I don't want to come out. Knock harder on the tank. Suddenly an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. I grab the bug. The bug's 3 sets of legs grapple at your hand. It's clearly displeased. Ew, drop it. I might need it. You put the bug in the most secure pocket of your jacket. You doubt you'll actually need it, but you're enjoying Roderick's reaction. Ah, okay. It's a little beetle. Wow. That's wild. Okay. Let's see if we can't find some oil. We don't have crowbar. Take all. I think these are the operator's possessions. Well, every... Cool. Can't make anything. We are without... Well, really anything. Can't get in there. Anything I missed in here? Okay. So there has to be some stuff outside we missed. Let's try this. Is this a passenger car? Can we get in here? Where are you going? Let's figure out what's wrong with the train first. Okay, well, I'm foreseeing problems here. The tank is small and the canister fills it almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. Awesome. Oh, examine the old photo. It's a photo of a woman with her blonde hair and a ponytail. Could be the former operator's daughter or maybe his wife. Start the train. I think it's running. Great. The death storm is approaching. Hurry! Anyone out past 10 miles? Train 42, what's the problem? You're barely moving. He's right, we got the train started, but it's barely moving. We'll figure it out. Fuel panel. Looking at the fuel panel, all indicators seem normal except one. Cylinder 3 pressure? Open the top of the panel. There's a greasy note on the top, on the other side. Read the note. Whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete, you moron. The pressure in cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologize. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Deal with it yourself. Just kidding. Try hitting the panel. That usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Well, you should definitely be able to do that. With measured force. Something inside clings. Something cracks. Train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't so hard. You pick up the radio. Great work, 42. I can see you're picking up speed. The weather has been all sorts of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday, a sorrow storm almost slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Do storms usually miss town? Of course, only joy storms make it here. The rest usually passes us by. Like someone's controlling them, right? You can almost feel Roderick winking at you. What could affect the weather like that? I don't know. This all started after our senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obviously in town. Hey, have you ever heard of a weather controller? A what? It's a device that controls the weather. I can't voice act a laugh, I'm sorry. Is this a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had the controller, and everything started getting messy after he died. You should ask around about him in town. If only we had something like that. My god. He keeps laughing. We'd certainly be well off. Alright. I see you're pulling in now. Good luck in town. Till next time, jokester. Okay. Hold on. Okay. I've readjusted myself. My back was a little unhappy. We've made it. Somehow. A guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of a train. He notices you. Hi there. He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy here is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in the fear storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him, but I have to make sure everyone is in the town before the storm comes. I'll try and talk to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. We'll see. Hey friend, you there? Yes. Come down now. I'm from train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? What do we do? You know what? He said fear. Let's try to comfort him. If we say he's dead, he might get scared out of his pants. Or I can say I'm his friend. He didn't have any friends. I'm his brother. Stop lying, you killed him. I know the truth. What have you done with Jenkins? I don't think there's a peaceful way out of this situation. Well, in your whole body into the door, you hear the mechanisms inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more. Come on, push. Clunk. I think the lock's open. The door easily slides to the side. A thin man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. Hey, friend. The man lifts his head. When he sees your face, his eyes start widening slowly. Aw, damn. Has there been even a single time when your appearance actually helped us in a situation? Man's eyes are still widening. Or does it always just create more problems for us? Let me think. The man's eyes are as wide as they can go. Now his mouth begins to open. No. It hasn't helped. Not even once. I already told you. It's disguise. Man lets out a piercing shriek and runs out of the train. You see him head into the desert, right towards the storm. Well, you definitely solved the problem. In a way. Well, I can't say you got the result I wanted. Sorry. Well then, I'll move his train along and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to customs and get your paperwork straight. Okay. Well, that sucks. Diplomacy failed. Failed so badly. Look like different maps of the area. Inspector sitting in a cold, dark office. He looks up at you and in a bored voice says, train number 42. Inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles was transferred to Jenkins, he writes in his notebook. And now, my name is Etienne. Just Etienne? Yep. I'll write that down. Wearing a shabby coat, with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. It's not shabby. His face, he looks at you, then looks down again, is apparently disfigured. You don't look too good looking yourself. The inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for years. One Staten Town visit, 2 hours. Can I say longer? You must sell all possessions belonging to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. The inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours, the possessions are the people's. And what happens if I can't sell them all in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go on through. Interesting. Table. I guess we have his, diary. Cool, cool. A young woman is talking to one of the travelers, who passes her a strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. Hands over the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. The man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand here for 15 minutes. She takes a small pile of red sand out into the palm of her hand. Are you up to your old tricks again? Do I need to call the guard? No, please, 15 minutes is fine. Let me just catch my breath, and I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches in the wall. Damn beggars. She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up a radio, and you hear a crackling sound coming from speakers, echoing all over the town. Shh! Peters! Train 124, 15 minutes extension. She puts the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. I shake her hand. The young woman turns sharply and looks at you confused. I think she wants your ticket. Sorry. Okay, yellow. She takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. Then she puts it on one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours starting now. Good luck in town. Thanks. See you. Interesting. Two inspectors are standing by the train discussing something. I don't get why don't you like the auction idea? We always sell empty trains at auction. The heap of scrap wouldn't even make it a few miles. It's not a train auction, it's a premeditated murder of one of our people. It needs to be taken off the tracks and scrapped. Janine has enough work as it is. She just got started on all this electronics. It'll be next year before she gets around to the trains. Where would we keep it until then? Just have someone take the train and leave. They can ride around, maybe find the parts and fix it themselves. I can't believe how stubborn you are. The guard storms into the train and you hear a sharp metallic clang. Then a man comes back with something in his hand. See this? Fine, rolls his eyes. This is the damn brake handle. Should it be here in my hand, or should it be holding the train in place? Let me at least go through his stuff myself. Inspector suddenly notices you and scowls. Nothing. Passing by. He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. And forget everything you heard. Sure. Now get out of here. Don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. Time runs out like sand. Through your fingers in this town, literally. Interesting. The merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of late-stage insanity. Looking to earn some myself. Well, I can't help you with that. I've been selling my heart out, but I still don't have enough sand to fix my train. If you look at the melon seller's train, there are a lot of things in this world you would call run down, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to the train. Yeah. And my time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards to give me a penalty, those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel is busted. You notice the train's front wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting that train out of here in any case. Should get going. Interesting. So, it seems like this town is filled with trains who are stopping here momentarily. Although, it sounds like the train controller was, trying to help people, but apparently takes a lot of work to stay in town. A middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of her train. A basin of laundry, children's clothes, sits at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs, then leans against a train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're from Train 42, huh? He grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. I love how I can say I didn't kill him to everyone. Did you know the previous operator? Jenkins? Yeah. He was my husband. She gets up heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing had happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. Pass me the clothes. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ashes flying from her cigarette onto a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Hand her a pair of children's pants. You take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. Glance at your hands for a moment. This is the first time in a long time that they've looked human. All that's left are the thin scars stripping across your palms. They probably won't ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. And her sheet. She takes out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows her cigarette smoke upwards to keep it off the sheets. We should probably tell her things. Just random things, nothing interesting. The woman's ashes her cigarette, and you see her glance quickly at you as she takes the sheet. So, Jenkins' possessions. Do you need me to pass her a bunch of socks? You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman, but the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I really am sorry. When I found him, there was nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times. Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one in her mouth. I'll take it out of courtesy. I found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal. Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside her train. A child's joyful laughter greets her. Oh. Interesting. He didn't know how to read or write. No, at least she seems to be doing okay. Ooh, a crate. Gosh dang it. I still don't have tools. One day I'll have my tools. Then it'll be over for everyone. Hey, you a digger? A what? Digger. My hearing is fine. I'm asking what that means. The man looks at you without blinking for 10 seconds or so. You're attracting suspicion again with your unnecessary questions. I'm not a local. I'm not from here. You gesture at the town. The man continues to look at you without blinking. This is the only town on our continent, possibly on the whole damn planet. Where the hell are you from, then, if not from here? I left for a long time, and now I'm back, but I don't remember anything. Digger, someone who digs up buildings in the desert. Do you know what the desert is, or is there no desert where you come from either? Right, a digger. They just called them something different back in my day. Yeah, I'm a digger. I was one of the best back when. I find that hard to believe. Need work tomorrow? I want to dig up a building in Malta Streets, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's your plan? I start digging from the top up from the 20th to 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work, and the sand's packed tight, and it's a pickaxe job. I want to round up a few more people, then we'll move out at sunrise. Anything special there in that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store in the first floor of the building. The work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you, and what's in the building is none of your business. You win or no? I'll think about it. Think then. He throws his cigarette on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hand on the weapons? No. He gets caught in a firestorm out on the road tomorrow. Yike. What? All of these storms sound horrible. I mean, I guess just a joy storm, but like, hello? I'm not buying anything alive. Righto. Bookseller. Sound that reaches your ears seem impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages, hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books, with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it was taken out of an antique store. Antique bookshelf, my bad. Hello. The young bookseller waves at you. Hi. Are you new to these parts? I've never seen you before. Her attentive but slightly unfocused gaze slides over you. Your paper face doesn't seem to bother her. Yeah, I'm new here. Do you know everyone here? No, of course not. It's just that generally the same people bring their trains to the same station every time. Were you looking to choose a book? I'll pick up the blue book. Oh, what an unusual choice. Why is that? People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world and immerse themselves in fantasy, but I don't think you're one of those people. You carefully opened the book. The binding's loose, and the pages were all different sizes and printed in different fonts, seemed to be stuffed in at random. It only takes a moment for you to realize that you don't even know the language it's written in anyways. Well, what do you think? I closed the book. I don't like it. Why not try another one? Pick up the red book. What's this book about? That's a curious one. It's about the history of the storms. You flip through the pages. The letters swim before your eyes, not wanting to form coherent words. The different fonts and out-of-order page numbers don't help you understand it either. Very interesting. Have you read it? Of course. I put the pages together myself. I have a few questions about the book. You take a good look at the bookseller. She seems quite friendly. Your questions are just begging to come out. About the meteorologist. I bet the meteorologist helped you with this book, right? Yeah, right. He's never even set eyes on it. Everyone in town knows that our meteorologist wouldn't even read an article, not to mention a whole book. Why's that? He's young, inexperienced. Hello? Thanks, Spotty. Okay. He's young, inexperienced, and to be honest, not all that talented. But he was well respected. Oh, do you mean the old meteorologist? He was better. Even I shed a few tears when he died. Did he get caught in a storm? No, he died peacefully in his sleep. If only everyone could have such an end. And don't believe what they say in town about him being killed. It's all nonsense. As the storms, where do they come from? Oh, now that's a long story. Well, several stories, actually. They'll tell you all kinds of stories about the storms in town, but the truth is, they're a fallout from an ancient war. Well, it's not exactly the truth, it's just my theory. I see. I've heard something might be controlling the storms. Is this true? Nonsense. Controlling them? With what? Some kind of device? Where would they get it? Do you think the old meteorologist would know something about this? Well, if anyone did, it would be him. The old meteorologist was good in terms with all sorts of mechanical things. I see. I show her Jenkins' journal. I have something that might interest you. Bookseller tries to look uninterested, but you see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes? Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was just old train driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother, I just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? Let's go middle of the road. 5. Oof. I'd be glad to give you 5 bags of sand, but then I'd have to leave town right now, and I still have so many books to sell. Yeah, I'm willing. 2 bags. Well, wasn't I planning spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. Bookseller disappears into her train, then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in language you don't know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was in that journal. It might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. I haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. You're doing good here. How are you? Fine. Do you have any ideas for your new book yet? Since this is your last job. Yeah, I have a few ideas. But I'd really just sit down and start writing. I'm not a big fan of getting lost in thought. What are you thinking? To tell you the truth, our conversations inspired me. I didn't know characters could be as well written as you. If not for your current form, you clasped the cage in your hand, I would never have thought that you were a character someone wrote and not a person. Well, thank you, I imagine. But don't worry, the first thing I'm going to do is find your book so you can go home. I haven't forgotten my promise. I appreciate that. Well, that was cool. We learned a little bit. Not too much. Finally. The man's sleeve bears the letter CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you keep looking at the letter CS, trying to think what they might stand for. Customs service. From the customs service. I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they already warned me. And that, he points at Roderick's cage, that's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans in closer. Why would I put tags on my own things? An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio in his belt, then looks at you questioningly. Bullet, let's try to solve this peacefully. Absolutely not. Customs officer quickly picks up his radio. Train 42, penalty. Watches for your next move. Fine, no problem, I'll sell. He nods and takes his hands off the radio. The customs officer tosses a folded up trading tent at your feet. Have you done this before? Nope. Pulling the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you, and you make what profit you can. Hand in half the sand at the entrance. He points at the woman checking tickets. What you want with the rest? Good luck. He walks away. Can I sell the bug? Buggy, 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 bug. Although it's not like I can even... Ooh, container. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Totally not stealing. So sad. Can I enter this train? It's a whole mansion on wheels. Seems like someone's done well. In a world where you can die at any second. Are you going to knock or just stand there? I give it a knock. Silence. I can clearly see him watching us from the window. Why won't he open the door? He probably only talks to people he knows. Should come back later. I look around. The curtains on the window are drawn tightly shut, but you can see the silhouette of a man watching you from inside. Oh well, that's fair. Opening in the train. You look at a completely unremarkable train, but suddenly a loose piece of sheet metal at the back of the car catches your eye. Instinctively, you look around and then get closer. So first you're a fraud, and now you're a thief too. I haven't stolen anything yet. What do we have here? Feel around on the side of the train. You're standing right by the gap between the train. I look inside. A flashlight would come in handy, or a lighter, or at least some matches. But you don't have any of these things, and besides, shining a light around would probably... I'm not sticking my hand in there. That sounds like asking for a bad time. Oh, an angry man. Open suitcases are strewn around the train car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's watching so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has an impressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. The cage around your neck. Is that some kind of new trend? You hear clear dislike in a man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing out blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going. Maybe I should tell... Hey! Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down near your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hands grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it. You grab the cage and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. One punch, two. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage towards himself. The cage's hinges start making an unpleasant sound, crunching sound, or is that your neck? The man easily dodges your attack and pushes you away from him. It appears the real fight's about to start. Well, gosh dang it. I do this as many rounds as I can. Boop. Didn't get a hit on me. Man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Tin? Next time, you're going in my pocket, or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. I know it's none of our business, but we can't just let the Sekka roam free. I don't really trust the guards here. Look at the suitcase on the ground and notice a photograph. Two smiling men are standing in front of the locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arms around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is bandaged, and he has a fang pendant around his neck. Toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes up and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Nothing's going on. Everything already happened. Man spots the photo on the ground, then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly his face changes. Henry? Oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the two bags of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get these away from me. I can't look at them. You pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. Yikes. Crate? Can I open this one? I need to... Finally! Tools! Oh my god, one of these days I'll get it right. Okay. We're going on break. It's a great time to stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink. Rest your eyes for a little bit. We'll be back soon. And we're back. Okay. Oh, maybe we're not back. Hold on, let me find my lozenge. There we go. So I think we've mostly... there's a few cars here we haven't actually, or at least people. Woman silently waves at you. Okay, that's fair. Animated old man. An old man waving at you so fiercely that he seems like his hands might fall off. I walk over to him. Ah, no, get out of here. What do you mean? You were calling me over. So, go on, get. Up close I can see that you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. I leave. A woman looked at you unkindly. Well, two guards are sitting at the gate playing strange games with stones. The guard on the left pretends not to notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good at feigning indifference. You see him casting quick glances at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? The men look at you, not speaking. Did you get blown on here by an idiot storm, pal? The guards on the right grunts. Don't bother us. Can I... no. Are you visiting your wife and newborn? No. Man looked at you silently glowering. Is there no other way in? He continues to glower at you. He clearly wants you to leave. Your turn. The other guard draws his attention away from you as he hands him 3 ramstones. Interesting. Safe. Well, I don't have a lockpick. It feels like I've needed every tool so far. But... outsider... Ooh, a crate! Ooh, more tool pieces! Heck yeah! Okay. I think I can make 2 things. Have we spoken to you? I like your train. The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Talk to the train's operator. Hello, do you... The woman sharply puts a finger on her lips. You manage to get a look at her face. She's incredibly beautiful, even with the deep shadows under her eyes. Examine the train in silence. Looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and a thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems sway on the roof. You see Kalanchoe Hawthoria, and tons of other plants that you don't recognize. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask. Do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. You can only get in once you retire. And I think you still have a good while before that happens. I do too. How do you get in there now? Today? How do I get in there now? Today. The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Take a closer look. The longer you look at the trailer, the more you shiver. Your chills run up and down your spine like something icy touched the spot between your shoulder blades. I ask about it? Aren't you afraid the old trailer might fall off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yes, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corner of the woman's mouth turns up, and she shakes her head. Corner turns up? That's what she does. What do you do? It's as though the woman doesn't hear her question. She just stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants I used to enjoy. Nurturing life. It stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but an instant delusion passes. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? Hold on. Body's making it a little hard to do this. The woman turns her head to look straight in the eye. To look you straight in the eye. Man, this is rough. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. What's in the trailer? Things, old things, ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater! It seems that the oil bug in your pocket is finally trying to escape. Swat it? That might hurt it. Flick it off. Put your hands over your neck. Stop! Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She holds 2 old, dusty bags of sand in her open hands. 2 bags for this gross little bug? Is she insane? You won't hear me complaining. It came in useful! Carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. Interesting. Did I get rid of everything that's his? I suppose there are some tools and stuff that we got from in there. What's this one? Pliers. If we can make pliers, let's make that one first. Oh, no, I did not want to do that yet. Not yet. This is an interesting universe, though. Oh, I need a rag. But the lockpick's the only thing I can make. Well... I guess I'll make the lockpick, because there's something I can open with that. And then hopefully I'll find the other stuff through that. Hope I didn't just make a horrible mistake! Okay. I might have to stick my hand in here. Touch the oddity. Like a blind man, you feel contact again and again and again. You finally manage to grab something elongated and hard. Feels like part of a pipe. Pull it towards you. Pull the metal object. A gift from the belly to train. A secret covered in engine oil. After a while it gets harder to pull, but you're not stopping now. You give one last tug. When it comes loose, you can't believe what you see. There's a bag in your hand. A thief, just like I said. No, I'll put it back. Release the grip and the bag of sand disappears into the darkness, along with some of your hope for getting into the upper district quickly. Scowling, unshaven face appears on the train steps. You seem to have scared him, but he's trying to hide the fact. What are you digging around in there for? Who are you? Your siding is coming off. You point to the gap in the metal. I already know that, wise guy. I'll fix it soon, as soon as I have time. Wait for the train's operator to go back inside, but he stays on the top step, leaning against the doorway. Make yourself scarce before the silence can get awkward. I was hoping to have, like, metal. So sad it didn't. Okay, crowbar parts. Ooh, I think we have enough to make a crowbar now. Which really only lets us open one container. Because all the other things need pliers. You know. Crowbar, okay. Ooh, give me that. Ooh, sand, metal. Okay. Enough metal. I just need tools and a rack, and then I can make the pliers. Let's see if there's any boxes I missed. There is a room I didn't go into. But that looks like it was progress. I wish I could highlight everything I could interact with. Had that inside Day of the Tentacle, and it was so nice. But here, I just have to hope that my mouse hits something that I can interact with. That has kind of been my feeling throughout this entire thing. That I just have to be lucky I highlight the right things and see it. Maybe I will look in here. It's a door to a junkyard, so there has to be some good stuff in here. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case and rakes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Do you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. Do you need any help? She looks at the pile of scrap metal she still has to go through. Or money, actually, for sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? Do they have more work? Maybe there's something a little less dusty? I'm not sure. She looks you over from head to toe. Stay how you are. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go ask Mr. Nariano yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nariano, got it. Thanks. She responds with a sour smile. Got a lot of computers there. Yep. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Oops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you might have heard that, but definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. Well, good. Good for you. What's the pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a glance, then continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks at you in the eye for a moment, longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. And we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. No, I'm assuming she's not going to answer this, but I'll ask anyways. I'm trying to avoid to get into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. She smiles slightly. Sure. Anyways. Trash can. There's a rat. And now I just need to find tools. I need to find tools. Hold on, I need tools. Where can I find tools? Are you Mr. Nariano? Mr. What was his name? Nariano. Hey, Mr. Nariano, come out. The door slowly opens. A middle-aged man appears on the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for his surroundings, and is holding a glass of something orange. Ah. He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk face to face. Good day. He assesses you silently. His gaze runs quickly over your clothes, pausing at the cage around your neck. He doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. The stranger leans against the door, finished with his assessment of you. Judging by the expression on his face, you got roughly a 4 out of 10. A nice house. He now silently lifts his glass slightly in your direction. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Aren't we all? He gestures at you. I don't plan on living there, just have to take care of one thing, that's it. One thing. What could there possibly be for you to do there? I tell the truth. Need to get something. He waits for you to continue. Something important to me. How important? Oh, a man of business. I'd say about... It's definitely not as 1 bag of sand. It's definitely like 2 bags of sand important. His face twists. 5 bags. He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags? Man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. How in the world am I supposed to get 9.5 bags? 10 bags. Now you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, he transforms from a reserved aristocrat to a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day, helping those in need. Haha, he shakes. He steps forward and shakes your hand. Could you tell me where I can get that much? In our little town, people trade sand for either goods or services, or both. Just need to find what works for you. Okay, I'll be back. I don't think he wants to buy anything we have. I need 1 more bag of sand. I'm so close. But also, I want my tools. Tied up man, no. No, not you. I need tools. Just 1 set of tools. Where... I feel like I've looked at everything. Train operator. And there's nothing else in here. No. I just need a set of tools, and then I can make pliers, and then I can access 2 whole containers. Like, imagine that. Do I have anything else to sell? Sure. Start to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinder. Empty. Just put them on the counter anyways. Keep rooting around in the bag, some rags, and cup. I doubt you'll even get one bag of sand for this stuff. Oh, something else, some kind of map. Hey, I bet we can do something with that. There's a customer approaching. Listen carefully and remember this. The man is quite clean cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to treasure or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canister, interested. Say anything, just push the map. I have something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears the same story every day. Oh, you don't mean these helium cylinders. They're empty, by the way. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand, the map is yours. Can't just pour out 10 bags for a map that leads who knows where. It leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? You tap on Roderick's cage. I'm thinking. A map to water, 2 piles of sand, a pile of food, shelter. Well... Is water a problem here? I don't even know. No one's really mentioned water being a commodity. It's a map to a shelter. You know about the shelter too? He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot I know. 10 bags, you say? I'll give you 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back. If the shelter is there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. 5? Wax. Right to your head. With this, he shows the small club on his belt. Oh, if it isn't there, he'll come back and do that. It's a deal. Great, we have some sand already. Well, that was nice. I guess we have to move forward without the tools. I hope we can get back. Here's your 10 bags. My dear friend, wonderful, wonderful. He jumps down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? He looks at the bags, ignoring you. He's our only lead. Wonderful, wonderful, he counts the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give these to Janine, the woman who does salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nariano sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to head back into his home. Hold on, so it only costs 2 bags to get into upper districts and you're just keeping the rest for yourself? Because you know this Janine? It truly is a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back anytime. He disappears behind the door. Well... so it goes, I guess. You know, I would like to buy a set of tools. I have some spare, sand. Whatever. The woman has cleaned at least 10 more computers since you were last here. The parts are laying next to her in a neat pile. She notices the 2 bags of red sand you're holding. Mr. Nariano's doing? She nods. He's 8 bags of sand better now. Hasn't lost her touch. Let's get to it. Hold on. Once you leave, are you ready to go? Not yet. I really want to see if I can get a set of tools. 'Cause, like, I want to open those, but I played my cards wrong. Maybe there's something up in customs that I missed? No. Has to be something. Anything? Please. There are so many crates, but they all require pliers. Tools for the poor. Or tools for 2 bags of sand. Por favor. S'il vous plaît. Something could I say? Cellar? I just... There are 2 crates here. Want to open them. Hey, do you have anything? Block pass. Okay. Yeah, because just this container and then the other container. Why? So sad. So sad. Could have had more stuff. I like stuff. Okay, so let's go. Let's get to it. I don't have much time. Your time is up. Prepare to leave town, I repeat. Well, looks like you're too late. Is that a joke? I already paid you. Damn guard's about to come looking for me, and you're... She looks at you silently, smiling. I'm kidding. Let's go. She clears away a small heap of scrap metal from against a wall to pull a lever there. It's open. I'd hurry if I were you. Thanks. The woman smiles again. It seems that the whole situation strikes her as comical. A little advice for you. Hmm? Trust a bag of bricks. Huh? What? Trust a bag of bricks? No going back now. Needless to say, it smells awful inside the pipe. It smells awful in here. Needless to say. Says it anyways. This is just a drainage pit for the square. It's not the sewer system, so it could be worse. That doesn't make me feel better. Take it apart. Pull out the trash bag. The contents are too heavy and the bag's ripped. What the? Dust pours out of the bag and gets in your eye. Well... one of the trash bags needs to be full of rocks or bricks. Just a bag of bricks. You put your weight on the bag, then throw your other leg over the barricaded boards. But your pant legs gets caught on a nail sticking out of the board. Oh, come on. Carefully unhook. You shift your weight to your right hand and try to unhook the pant leg from your nail. Can't get it. Come on, you're so close. Ugh. Phew. Your pant leg is free. You jump the rest of the way over the barricade and land on your feet. You hear a voice over the radio somewhere up above. Final warning, Etienne, operator of train 42, your time is up. Leave town immediately or your train will be confiscated. You were right. There's definitely no going back. Well, your path is blocked by another pile of wreckage. This one has tons of broken glass scattered around it. Uh, I pick up the glass. Start tossing shards of glass into it. Another shard of glass into the bucket. And another one. And another. Can't you go any faster? It'll be nighttime soon. Your hand twitches and a small shard of glass embeds into your finger. Sorry, I thought you were done already. You straighten up. It looks like you are, in fact, done. Now you can try and jump over the obstacle. Let's do it. Get a running start. You begin to pick up speed. Push off the ground. Hup! You spring off the ground. Why'd you jump so soon? Fly through the air. You gotta look. You fly right into the barricade. Not over the barricade. Into the barricade. Bang! Damn. Are you alive? You broke down the whole barricade with your body. I felt it. Are you in one piece? I'm not sure. Damn. I think my shoulder is. You stand up with some difficulty. Oof. I'm rolling a lot of nat ones here. I think this is last barricade. Oh, it's not like I can get any dirtier. This is Lindolf Jr. speaking. The Joy Storm is approaching. It will hit us in 5 minutes. The Joy Storm? You could definitely use one of those. After this junkyard, even an ordinary storm would make me happy. Oh boy. Well, for anything doesn't look particularly big. Examined a pile carefully. It's a bunch of junk. I feel like you can probably just step over it. He's right. Step over the pile. Carefully lift one leg over the pile and find yourself on the other side. That was easy. Cool. Joy Storm in 3 minutes. Oh, come on. Hurry and get outside. Okay, let's see what's in this upper district. Shh. Does that pick up? Hold on, let me see if it actually picks up. Where's my mic? There's my mic, labeled my mic. Shh. Okay, so I can make that sound. No, V-Bridger, no, okay. Because I have the noise removal, at least I think I do. I should, at least. And, wow, I have 2 hearts of damage, sorry. And I wasn't sure if the sh sound would, be cut out. The Joy Storm has arrived. I repeat, the Joy Storm... Shh. Dad, is that you? We hear the sound pouring out. It's getting closer. Soon it envelops your whole consciousness. You're suddenly overtaken by such a strong emotion that you involuntarily lean forward. It's like you're drowning in a calm, relaxing sea. Peace and quiet. You turn your head to the left and see your sister standing behind you. You're happy. She's not in danger anymore. You turn to the right and see your brothers. They're sitting next to you, all 10 brothers and you. You're wearing strangely colored armor. You look down and see that you have the same armor on. You touch the armor. A piece flakes off, burning your hand. The image starts to fade. The vision passes and in its place you're filled with an unbelievable and nostalgic sense of longing. Oh, what happened to his family? Also 10 brothers. How... That's just terrifying. 10 brothers. Etienne? It's evening already? How long was I out? Pretty long time. Long enough that I started to worry about you. I cannot keep up Broderick's accent, by the way. It's supposed to be like... I kind of want to do, like, a vaguely European, British-ish, like, higher, like, young... boyish kind of thing, but I keep slipping into just like not doing that, just like a more femme tone. Oh well. Damn it, we need to hurry. So, how was it? Strange, like I was home. I do that again. Wow, it's dark now. Man's still here. The poor guy is sitting on the ground, leaning against a wall. An idiotic grin is lighting up his face. Hey, you okay, friend? Mary, you're such a good girl, Marie. Looks like he's still caught in the joy storm. I wait. 2 minutes pass, 3, 5, finally the man opens his eyes. Oh, need something, man? Thanks for not interrupting me. I really got caught up in that one. Hold on. Why did your visions last so long when mine ended 10 minutes ago? Is this your first joy storm, man? Yeah, kind of. Here's some advice. Try not to move or look around too much. Concentrate on one thing and don't use up all your strength at once. That helps divisions last longer. Okay, got it. So what was it you wanted? Looking for the meteorologist's house. Looking for the sale, huh? Head straight south to the square. And you should see the sale tent. But I wouldn't count on much if I were you. Okay, thanks. Where does this door lead? Can we go in? Door's locked. It's locked. Judging by the smell, someone inside is making soup. Ooh, oop. Like oop. Although, I like soup, I cannot make soup for like dinner or something. Because like you make soup and then you have so much soup and I only eat it one night and I can't bring myself to eat it any other night because I crave variety. Even if it's like really good soup. Let me look over at you suspiciously. I mean, our face is made out of paper. Man hasn't come out of the storm clutches yet. Okay, so we go to the square and then we head south. Are we at the square yet? This doesn't look much like a square. Meteorologist's wife counter. Oh. You see devices lined up on a dusty counter. Are you out of your mind with prices like that, you old hag? An old man standing nearby calls out in the direction of the counter. A tired-looking woman is behind the counter, and you see the slightest flame of hope flare up in her eyes when she sees you. Another one. If you're just here to look with no money, then get lost. The counter is still surprisingly full, considering the meteorologist died a whole 3 days ago. Yes, all of my husband things are right here. Anything catch your eye? I examined the counter. The counter is covered in devices of all different sizes and complexities. Which one controls the weather? I don't know. Tech says it's a device covered in switches and dials. They're all covered in switches and dials. How about we look at the most worn out ones? That look like they've been used every day. There are two that fit the description. Ask about the left one. How much for this device? 100 bags of sand. How much? My price is firm, she says this harshly. My husband didn't make all of these devices, or whatever, by hand, just for them to be given out for free. I paid 10 bags of sand as a bribe just to get in here, and for that I had to crawl through a sewer. A bribe? Do you want 100 bags for some piece of junk? Just grab it and jump out of the boat. We'll figure it out later. Where are you seeing junk here, jerk? Get lost. I'm calling the guards. Just grab the device. Damn it, Etienne. Do it. You're the one who deserves to be arrested, you 100 bags. You're insane. That's what I said. She's insane. Hear the old man shouting from behind you. You're not sure why he's still there. Hands up. So you turn slowly and see two guards with their clubs raised and ready. That's him. He tried to steal my husband's possession. Arrest him. Was just looking. Don't worry, miss. We'll handle this. Those guards start slowly towards you. Um... Grab a device off the counter and start pushing every button you see on it. They stare at you in silence. I don't think that's going to help much. Just run. You hear the whooshing of a club somewhere behind you. Watch out! Bam. Etienne! Silence falls. I should have just thrown it. Make 2 different soups. You know what? You're right. But also, I'm just really bad at soup. Um. It's a thing. I can't, like, I have to make food so I don't make food every day, but I can't make too much food because I only retain interest for like 2 to 3 nights. Um, Even though I like genuinely love the food that's being made, I can't do it. You open your eyes. It's cold. Damn it. Was I out for long? Silence. Damn guards. Oh no, did they take, Robert? Did anything happen while I was passed out? Silence. Roderick? My bad, Roderick. I'm so sorry. Tilt your head, looking for the cage, but it's gone. Damn it. They took Roderick! What am I supposed to do now? I can't go that way. I can't leave Roderick in this book. Well, here's a train line. Ugh. See motionless body laying face down in the sand. Oh, it's another Bookwalker. And he's wearing a coat. A tag is sewn to his chest. Examine the tag. Tag says W204. It also has the logo of a company called Red Rem on it. Was he serving time too? What else could he be doing here? Go through his pockets. Nothing on the right one. On his left pocket, you find some cash, some old faded checks, and one of them is for a phone service. So, I guess nothing of interest here. They already raised the ladder, so we can't get in. Ooh, a crack. I like cracks. Notice a slight glow coming from between the loose wall plates. You see a barely noticeable inscription on the plate. Trust a bag of bricks. Come on, I already know that. Notice that the wall plate isn't completely attached to the wall. Maybe I can move it. Well, now we have to find Roderick. Very sad that we don't have him. We have to get him out of here. Well, I would like a set of tools. Curse at it. Come on, you super talking metal. I almost made it. Shake. Angie. You pull at the steel bars with all your might, but nothing happens. Well, this is just great. So close, but looks like this is the end. Remember that you have ink you can use that you've used on plenty of other occasions. Oh, right, I'm a writer. You hesitate for a second. Right? Use ink to weaken the grating. Ink envelops the bars of grating, and you start to slowly rust. Bang! You easily knock them out of place and clear your path. Done. I'm coming, Roderick. Did the shackles not do anything? Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under these circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You hide around the corner and peek at the tent. Yes, Mr. Nariano, I'm sure he was looking for that exact thing. He called it a weather controller. Mr. Nariano was carefully twisting a device on his hands, trying to figure out how it worked. Damn, he's already here too. If this thing really can control the storms... Do you think my husband really created something like that and didn't tell us? All these years, all those people who died in the storms or who went insane, might have been responsible for all that? I wouldn't jump to conclusions. We don't actually know what the device can do, and maybe your husband did everything he could. I hope so. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for telling me this. It would have been terrible if such a valuable object fell into the hands of a stranger. I think we should... clear your throat. Ahem. It's him, he's back. Ah, yes, we've met already. Woman moves slowly towards radio. Your hit shatters the radio on the pole. The woman runs into a house. Give me that. Can it really control the weather? He asked calmly. What if it could? Then I can't just give you the controller. This thing could decide the fate of the whole town. Sorry. Nariano takes a step back, grasping the controller tightly to his chest. Looks like he's preparing to fight for it to the very end. Notice a familiar object around his neck. Hold on, that's mine. You point at Roderick's cage, which is hanging around Nariano's neck. When the hell did you manage to steal it? You sharply yank the cage off his neck and stuff it in your pocket. Nariano flinches, not expecting you to act so suddenly. We need to run, now. Huh? Attention all residents, this is Lindef speaking. There's a death storm coming. I repeat, a death storm is approaching. Start evacuating. We have 10 minutes. Did you push something? No, I didn't touch it. I just stopped the storm. Give it to me now. Not a chance. Nariano takes a step forward. Tell me how it works and I'll stop the storm. I don't actually know, but I can try and figure it out. I'm looking for the instructions. Then what use are you? You're just going to let people's lives depend on your attempt to try and figure it out? Let me just look at the display. I can see what it means. Death storm, 7 minutes. Hurry. Anyone with an empty train, take an upper district resident. Anyone with an empty train? Take an upper district resident? Oh, okay, I get it. Anyone with space in their train, take people. Train 12 is causing a jam up at the exit. The wheel fell off. Get the cars off the track. It's blocking the way. I'm going to go see Lindef. He and I will figure this out ourselves. Get out of the way. Grab him. Nariano walks slowly past you. You try to grab him. But out of the corner of your eyes, you see an object flying right at you. The steel tip of a cane. Bang. Damn it, not again. You fall right before you hit the ground, and Nariano climbing the stairs to meteorology tower. You open your eyes and get up with some difficulty. Finally, get up the tower and quickly grab the controller. I don't know anything about a controller. My father didn't tell me anything. Darn, wrong button. I need to check this thermometer warning. Death storm in 2 minutes. I don't know either. Just push something, Mr. Nariano. Let's go. One final push. This has been such a long day. Well, hey, let me verbally acknowledge this. Maybe it'll help. Ads start in about 4.5 minutes. Nariano's arguing with a young man. Oh, actually. Nah. Nariano's arguing with a young man in the controller in their hands. A wild wind blows through the window. The storm is almost here. We're out of time. Oh, just shut up. Before Nariano can react, you punch him in the jaw. Can't have you interfering. The young man watches in silence, slowly pressing himself against the wall. Take your controller. You take the controller after Mr. Nariano's unconscious body. You had your chance to stop the storm, now it's my turn. The young man presses himself against a panel of instruments. Red lights are flashing all over it. 30 seconds. I didn't realize it was due this whole time. Damn it, the weather controller. Yikes. Yikes. What is that thing? Dozens of buttons and switches, and not a single one is labeled. What an egotistical asshole. The look the young man shoots you is filled with 10% understanding and 90% fear of dying in a death storm. There are 3 big switches above the display. Start with those, and I'll check the text, but there's not much about it here either. First switch. Switch makes no sound. As it moves, it seems to be completely broken. Second switch. 2 lights on the panel below come on. There are 2 buttons next to the light. First one. Alarm set for 4 a.m. The young man gives you a gloomy look. His shred of hope that he might be saved seems to have evaporated. The whole panel goes dark and the device looks just like it did when you started. Third switch. Whatever that means. Flip second switch. Flip first switch. The switch clicks loudly as it moves, then a multitude of indicators and buttons light up on the display. Let's see, you spin the device around trying to decide which button to push now. The wind coming in through the window picks up and a strange metallic taste starts filling your mouth. You smell burnt metal. Pray and push a random button. Storm is still moving. Random button. It's slowed down. It's moving away. It's moving away. You put the controller down with shaking hands and you hear cheers from the people outside getting louder and louder. That was close. Way too much going on for my first day. Go outside. Large crowd has gathered in front of the tower. The people around you are loudly discussing what just happened. I saw the storm move away at the last minute. I saw with my very own eyes. And it was just about to reach the town, but then it stopped. Alright, calm down. The storm is gone. You can go home now. What if it comes back? Well, the controller in your hands. Just have to hope it doesn't come back. Why did it move away at the last second anyways? Yeah, why did it get so close to town? That's never happened before. It's a long story. We drove it off, don't worry. We? Who's we? The young meteorologist. You put your hand on the young man's shoulder back. Lindef, the young meteorologist, did an excellent job proving himself. He managed to neutralize the death storm at the very last second. The crowd starts cheering. Well, good luck! Hooray for Lindelf. What do you mean neutralize? That's not important. What's important is that you're not in danger right now. It's time for me to go. Look at the uncomprehending crowd before you jump, and your eyes slide over to people until they met Lindolf's looking straight at you. Are you that? He gestures at the controller, which you've already tucked under your arm as you prepare to jump out of the book. Listen, kid. This is your moment of truth, Etienne. What moment of... You sigh. You'll do just fine without it. Don't worry, you'll do just fine. Heard these storms almost never hit town anyway. Just keep on going a little longer, and then the book will end. And then everything will work itself out. Are there storms where you're from too? Definitely not like these. Then maybe you can leave it with us, that device. Since the next time a storm comes, we won't be able to... Sorry, I can't. This device is the only thing keeping me from something dear to me. You thump your chest with your fist. Oh, all right. Lindolf backs off defeatedly. I think about it. Damn it. Look around at the... Yep. Think on it some more. Damn you, Roderick. It's not that simple. All you do is sit there in my pocket. It's nothing to do with you. Whispers start running through the crowd. You start hear snippets like insane and talking to himself. I can hand in this damn thing and get my shackles off. Do you understand how much that will change things? Do you understand how valuable it is to me? All the suffering I went through for this. Just look around. Again. You sigh but decide to look around at the whispering crowd. Are these real people you see in front of you? You examine the people in the crowd. Some are whispering and watching your performance, but it seems as though everyone knows that something important is happening. Even the guards, who practically cracked your skull earlier, are standing off to the side and excitedly discussing something. Elderly men and women peer out from their windows, trying to see what's happening in the darkness. Mother leads her child home. The child trips over a cable, sticking out of the sand, and his mother quickly helps him up. God dang it! I was like, maybe if I acknowledge that there's an ad, I'll remember that there's an ad. And then I didn't. You know what? You'll have to figure out the conclusion after a quick break. It's a great time to stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink. We'll be right back soon. And we're back. Okay. So, something about all of the stories that we've been through so far is that, like, the characters, like, sure, some of them are like jerks, but I've liked all of these stories. And, uh, as for me personally, I get very attached to characters and stories, and I don't like when things are bad. Please leave the controller there. People. Fine. Damn you. You shove the controller into Lindef's hand. Another store comes, flip this switch first, then press that button right there. I'm not sure how the rest of it works. Lindef, who seems to have accepted that you're a crazy person who talks to himself, suddenly beams with joy. He gives you a hug with his free arm, and you feel the warmth in his touch. Lindef looks out at the people in the crowd. They still don't understand how the death storm, the saw device, and the man with the paper face are connected. Thank you, he whispers, looking you in the eyes once more. All right, let's drop the sentiment. You look at the ground. Time for me to pay what's due. Farewell. Well, Hello? Is the order ready? No, and it won't be ready. Are you turning down the job? Yes, I have had enough. I won't put any more innocent people at risk. So it's people. Very well. What do you mean, very well? I mean, I made a decent bit of cash off of you. Besides, walkers like you usually break much sooner. So you actually did quite well in comparison. You may not have finished your last job, but I think you've earned your freedom just the same. Oh? Huh? My Shackles expert is on his way to you right now. Thanks, I don't... He'll be in there a few minutes, so... See you soon, Etienne. Gomena, sorry? Stay down? Where do you think you're going? You fall into the cold stand, and your pursuers land nearby. So, you want to do this the hard way? Damn, it's so cold here. Where's Vince? He's waiting in the car, just in case. Wait, Vince was on your side the whole time? That bastard. Deal with him quickly, and I'll get the book ready so we can get to the collector. Can you handle this? Hey, anybody want to help me? Just a minute. I just saved your city a minute ago. Come on. Your voice echoes through the empty square. It seems like everyone is in bed asleep. Fine. Ooh, 2 disable skills? That's bad. I'll do this to delay the inevitable. 2 damage shield. Let's use this to heal. Okay, as long as drain isn't... I'm gonna drain my ink, so I drain your ink first. It hits. Let's work on getting rid of one of you first. Ooh, you know, I should have shielded that turn since everyone's hitting. This is going to be bad. Let's do this. 1 damage to others, 15 ink. So this... let's shield. Thankfully, shield doesn't cost anything. Wow, that still hurt. Let's hope and pray to get 3. I did. Strong hit. Okay, no, this is fine. I can drain. And then slash. Haha. Are you okay? Relatively. What book did they want to take you into? 1 second. You pick up the book that one of the thugs dropped and look at the back cover. The name's been erased. They said something about a collector. Is that your boss? My former boss. You opened the book and flipped through the pages. Want to go there? I have this idea. Well, if you're sure about it. Well, if we're sure about it. Oof. Warehouse. Incomprehensible. What? Why? Everything's blurry and there's no color. We've gone too deep. We're inside a book inside a book. I can barely breathe. Me too. Need to find a collector as soon as we can, then get out of here. What? Your face. Why's what? You touch your mask. Damn it, we need to hurry. You notice some familiar looking briefcases. A tag is visible on one of them. Walker, Riche, Item X, Client, HRMN, Publishing. What are those? Briefcases for stolen items. I give the collector his orders in briefcases like these. So there are objects from inside other books inside. Think there's something you could use in there? Examine the second one. Leather-bound book lies on a velvet cushion inside the briefcase. There's something written here. Al-Azif? I'm not familiar with that story. An old rag doll is inside your briefcase, along with a set of rusty pins. Is that what I think it is? I don't know. What do you think it is? A voodoo doll. It even has pins. That might be useful. You can't shake the feeling that the doll might be useful. You take it out of the briefcase and carefully put the pins in your pocket. Look, there's something else here. Next to the briefcase is a bag, stuffed to the brim with a note attached that says, "To be sorted." Inside you find a folded up cloak, an opaque glass, a small wand, and an old broom. Examine the wand. Tag on the wand says Polymorph Wand, transforms to target into Ovis Arius. Is that a type of bird? Ovis Arius sounds ominous. Just don't point it at yourself. Examine the capsule. Yellow triangle with the biohazard symbol on it. Not a great start. There's something written here. Fear toxin. Inhalation causes prolonged panic and hallucination. Store in dark locations. Ooh, should we take it? What's the broom? Broom trembles in your hand. You can feel it itching to take off. Looks like it's a flying broom. You try and unfold the cloak, but as soon as your hand slips inside the cloak, it disappears. So does your hand. Ah! Quiet! You carefully pull your hand out and it's instantly visible again, along with the cloak. Seems useful. You're really kitted out. I hope I can use all of this. Let's go find a collector. Voodoo doll, broom, invisibility cloak, toxin capsule, magic wand. Nothing here. Wait. 3 walkers are standing around a table in a brightly lit room. They haven't noticed you yet. Damn, so this is where they handle the briefcases for the orders. What's the plan? Put on the invisibility cloak. Looks like that's working. What's next? Sneak past the room. You tiptoe past a room with the walkers in it. Better to avoid any more fighting than is absolutely necessary. Yeah. Ooh. What do we do here? You see 2 walkers standing in a passageway seem to be guarding another set of boxes. They're discussing something quietly, completely unaware of your presence. I don't think you can squeeze past them. You should take off the cloak. It's only going to get in your way. Well, if Roderick thinks so. Throw it over your shoulder. The walkers haven't noticed you yet. Can I fly past on the broom? You're right, I shouldn't. I can do this. The men turn around sharply. Hey, stop, you. You. You see both men's eyes widen in horror. You're a monster! Help! Both men look around in terror, then jump over the railing in the darkness. I hope it's not too far down. Truly. Ooh, books. Deck of books, including ones I've been in. Librarian. Doing good there, buddy. Librarian is busy arranging books and probably wouldn't even notice an atomic bomb. I see. This is interesting. Oh, this is where I want the capsule. The guards notice you from away and block your path. If I used a wand? Ovis Arius. A sheep is standing where he just was. Oh, it's a sheep. Nando! Welcome on in. How are you doing? We're getting pretty close to the end of this game. Pretty neat. Has lots of good stories in it. Oh, that's right. Oviceres is a scientific name for domestic sheep. I thought it was a spell. The other walkers have already dropped into a fighting stance, ready to attack. Point to one to closing, but nothing happens. A large crack is now running through the crystal at the end. Ah, useless piece of... The other walkers simultaneously drop into fighting stances. Cool. Hey, at least we have one less to deal with. Ah, working. I see. Ooh. Hello? Game? The doll is just there. Cool. Disable skill, drain ink, hit. What I will do is I will use this, and I'll stun you for as many turns as I can. Oh, this doesn't use ink. Oh no, it does. It uses a lot of ink. Actually, I'm very curious. I need to know what this does. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Owa. Heal. Oh, I don't have enough. I don't want you to heal. Oh well. You're probably still going to. You killed him! That's rude. Strong hit. Heal. Yeah, we have to get rid of you. First and foremost, since you're the healer... Owa! Oh, you're going to drain ink and then drain ink again, and that's not going to work. Ooh, actually? No, it might be better to shield here. Okay. Sable skill, drain ink, hit. Still not great. Hoping you don't... Okay, you didn't hit slash. But I still have no ink! Okay, got rid of you. Really? Only blocking stun there? Oh, they're both going to do disable skill. In that case, let's just, Oh, darn it, I wanted to use slash. Let's do that on you. Let's training you. It will let me. Cool. I don't have that much healing left. More. Okay, that could have gone worse. This isn't terrifying whatsoever. Alright, I give up. Just don't hit me, he smirks. Take off my goddamn shackles. There's a slight problem with that. My shackles expert took the day off today. His daughter's sick. He's lying. I know. How about I call you when he's available? It'll only be a few days. Do you think I'm an idiot? Well, if you really want to know, you promised me you'd take them off, so hold up your end of the deal. But you didn't hold up your end. I'll hold it up right now. He squeezes his throat harder. Calm down, you idiot. No one except the riders police can take them off. Do you really think my own men would be walking around in shackles if I could take them off? I would build a literal empire stealing objects if I could do that, not this stinking warehouse. Wait, I thought you had proof that he could do it. A friend told me about him. Wait, Vince told me about you, and then I found out he was one of your thugs. Was that all part of your plan? Well, this thing that's happening now wasn't. I'm going to take off my shackles. I don't know how, but that's your problem now. Or what? Are you going to kill me? A character? He winks a horrible wink. But you've turned into such a nice guy now, haven't you? Let's find out right now how much of a nice guy I am. That doesn't quite inspire fear, to be honest. Let's finish this up quickly. I have things to do. Some important people will be here soon, and I'll be offloading a huge lot today. Turn around and see a stack of containers through the open door. Yes, that's right. Did you think I was just sitting here twiddling my thumbs? I'm about to close the deal of the century. Are those containers full of stolen items? Fit to burst. I can only imagine what'll happen when all that floods the market. He glances at a monitor where you can see henchmen running in your direction. You're right. It's certainly time for us to finish up here. Grab him by the essence. If that means what I think it means. You push your hand deeper in, trying to touch not the collector's neck, but the very essence inside him. You feel a scrap of old paper. Your fingers run across the text written there in old ink many, many years ago. Well, wait. What? I can call the Shackles expert, let's say tomorrow. That's the only time frame I can give you. Well, get your shackles off and you'll be set, so you can ride as much as you want. His henchman's almost here. Sorry, I'm not letting that happen to me again. You grab his paper with both hands and start pulling it towards you. What are you thinking, Etienne? Don't worry, I've done this before. Oh no. You see the client slowly separating from the book's environment, becoming something foreign. Then, aren't his henchmen going to come for us? They don't have a direct route to that book. Besides, they won't like what's waiting for them there. You keep pulling the paper. It gets more and more difficult to pull. What's going on? Now it's not the time to give up. No, I'm not giving up. This is as hard as I can pull. What now? They're right outside already. Now we add another force. You bend your knees, ready to jump upwards. You push off the ground. You hear an unbelievably loud crunch sound, so loud that it feels like the whole world must be able to hear it. With the ringing sound, the paper in your hand separates itself from the book and flies upwards with you. Coughs. Damn it, I think I twisted my knee again. What on earth was that? Where the hell am I? What have you done? He looks around. You'll find out soon enough. The collector suddenly jumps up and aims a gun at you. It's an antique decorated with a swirling pattern. Take me back. Hey, calm down. Just calm down. Etienne? Hand over the book. Now where's my book? I'm afraid nothing would come of it. Hey, don't joke around with him. That thing I just did, they'll hear it. Riders police, nobody move. Hey you, drop the gun. Not another step or I shoot him. Boss, that's Leroy Roshan. The collector? What the hell is going on here? Etienne, how are you mixed up in all this? The officers are all going to get the same voice. I can't do this. Oh, hello, officer. Hold on, how did you recognize me? You came in for questioning in that same coat. Damn. I disguised my face, but I forgot to put on a different coat. I'm warning you. I won't surrender alive. He aims the gun at the police officers and back at you. And hold back your little pet rider here. I see him. Interesting. Puts his hands up and looks at the officer, waiting for a signal. Well, now, we'll come to an agreement, and everything will be just fine. Where's my book? I don't think we'll be coming to an agreement with you, thief. White. No, we're going to make a deal, and I'm going to walk away. You're accused of stealing thousands of objects, and now that you're in our hands, you're not going anywhere. That's enough. This is all because of you, you bastard. The sound of a shot rings out. Etienne! You close your eyes. Damn it. You open your eyes and look down. The metal of Roderick's case protected you from the bullet, but there's not much left of it now. You see a small ragged scrap of paper inside. Derek, you moron, I told you to stop talking. Sorry, boss. Are you alright, Walker? Now it's your turn. Hands up. Look at the remains of the paper in your hand. Don't make us use force. Cool it. He's just in shock. Etienne, it's best if you come with us now. We'll talk about all of this at the station, okay? Hold on. What's that in his hand? It's a character, and not one from this book. Etienne, are you out of your mind? You're carrying around a stolen character, even in your current situation. Derek. You can't take an isolated character. Call for backup. You shove the officer. His head slams into Derek, who staggers backwards, eyes shut. Damn it. Can we even take him out? Like that? Etienne? Hello? Uri Roshan, also known as the Collector, was detained by writers' police. He was later sentenced to execution by erasure. The entire network of writers who used his services to buy stolen items were also detained, and those criminals received sentences ranging from 5 to 15 years. Etienne Keys was detained 5 minutes after his escape. The unknown stolen character was not found on him. "28 years later." We're in a book. Well, I think this is the house. Wait. Run your hands over your face. Ah. Guess it's been 30 years. Alright, now I'm ready. Let me guess. His partner was Watson, I'm assuming. Bookshelf. Sir? How can I help you? My name is Etienne. You probably don't remember me. We worked together a long time ago. I can't seem to recall that. Are you sure you're in the right place? I'm sure. I'd even say we're partners. I just wanted to see how you're feeling. I do believe I'm quite alright. Should I be worried about something? You remember your name? Of course. And where you live? Baker Street. That's good. Then I had to make a few changes because of your injuries. Injuries, sir? Yes, although it seems everything worked out. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm back. Watson, he nods to the man by the window. Holmes, he nods back. And you, sir? I'm on my way out. Someone you know, Watson? I'm not sure. Are you quite certain you're all right, sir? Yes, my apologies for disturbing you. Interesting. Well, I guess he got him back in his book. Well, time to head back. Glad you're doing well, friend. Oh, look at him. Well, Roger, it's time for me to figure my own stuff out. I had to revisit so many books before I found the right one. Are these all different Sherlock books, or...? Quiz, congratulations on your return to the ranks of the writing profession. Our publishing agency has confirmed that your 28 sentence has been fully served. You may visit the Central Writers Police Department. Have your shackles removed. Please find a sheet attached with detailed information on how sentence time served was calculated. Initial sentence: extraction of the character Amanda Mitchell. 30 years. Assistance in capturing a particularly dangerous criminal, -3 years. Fleeing from police officers, +2 years. Willfully turning self into police, -1 year. I see. Oh. I guess. Hello? All of your stuff is boarded up, my dude. Oh, are you not coming back? Oh. I don't think he's planning on coming back. I think he really only completed his sentence so that, he could put Watson back. Oh, that's kind of sad. I wonder if there's multiple ways standings are affected. Darn. But yeah, that was a really neat game. It was very story heavy. Um, which is ironic, because I switched from Universe for Sale, which was story heavy, to this one, which was story heavy. But this was a little bit more of a game. I heard Universe for Sale was like just like a visual novel. Yeah, really good story. And not a visual novel, a kinetic novel. Um, man, that was a lot. Let's see, how long have I been live? 2.5 hours. Okay. I think. Hi. Welcome on in, Mecha. We just wrapped up the video game. Yeah. If I remember, I'll eventually get the VODs up. I'm like chronically behind on those all the time because I never remember to upload them. Yeah, don't worry about it. You can do that. But yeah, I think I will end early. I am a little bit EP tired. Um, getting a little bit better at that. Um, but no, great game. Let's head here. Let me also close the game so that I can hear y'all a little bit better. Ah! Ow, ow. Ow. I see how it is. That one's acceptable. Thank you for the food. Ha. Okay. I take a drinky. Hydration complete. 4 bones left. Well, was it worth it? You'll get them back in due time. You would get them back faster if I streamed more. No, keep hoarding them, just like D&D dice. I see, I see. Good. I'm glad they were worth it. I want to get into D&D, but I am such an anxious and scared person. Like, how be? Like, I'm here streaming and you're like, ah, that's a person who can speak and do things and interact with people and stuff. No, that's a lie. That's a horrid, horrid lie. I don't know what I'm doing. I am a ball of anxiety if you put me in a social situation. Although I don't know how much it's anxiety and how much is I just don't know what I'm doing. But I do love the idea of D&D. I mean, it's a luck-based game, but it's also collaborative storytelling. It also helps if you have a DM that is new player friendly, I assume. Cause if they just leave you out to like rot and die in the first session, you're definitely not going to have a good time. Two anxious persons getting to know each other and everybody wants to try D&D the first time. I see. Yeah. Ah! More food! Thank you. Though it is luck, it's more like, oh shoot, we all roll bad. Guess it's dice cancer, and you'll just... Yeah. It's because it's collaborative storytelling, it can be like weaved one way or another to like make it less bad. I'm sorry, I got a ping from another server where they messed up the announcement. It was a week off anyways. Anyways, that's just kind of what happens when brain empty. I remember throwing helmets between us for about half an hour. It was still that poor shopkeeper. The great D&D tradition of terrorizing every single NPC. I do watch a lot of like shorts and stuff of like D&D. I do think it would be very fun to be a little creature. Or a big creature. Definitely a creature. I mean, if you're looking at me now, definitely a creature. Legends of Adventure shorts. Which one's that? I've seen a lot of the one with Chuckles and Mimsy and the other ones. Okay. So that's them. Yeah, they're great. Love those. Love those so much. I'm going to commit several war crimes. Geneva Convention? More like Geneva Suggestion. Anyways. It's so good. I'm also very glad to see that my latency isn't, awful. Having an actual conversation in decent time. I just realized that. Let's see. Any housekeeping things I need to... Yeah. What housekeeping things do I have to do? I'm thinking next week I'll start playing Dredge to have something that's a little bit more low-key. And also to save my poor voice. Oh, de verdad? Really? Internet being bad over there. That sucks. Honestly, the internet isn't, like, amazing here, but it's not bad. Like, I haven't had much complaints, if ever. He lives in Michigan. Oh, I see. Yeah, sometimes internet can be bad. I have to be thankful that despite me not living in the best area, I wouldn't call it bad either. Like, I live in the as middle of the road kind of area as you can get. And, like, I can't complain. Like, I'm not jazzed about living here, but, like, there's nothing to really upset me either. It's just, you know, pretty decent. I think I rolled pretty good on, randomly pointing at a spot on the map and choosing to live there. Any other housekeeping things? Let's see, Sunday, thinking of Dredge. Although Dredge is pretty long. My friend needs to upgrade RTX because Brody's on 27. My dude, you're on a 2090. Like the 27. Okay, so I did just recently upgrade off of the 2070. But I also had a laptop 2070, so it was worse. The 2090 shouldn't be too bad nowadays. It should actually be, like, close to the lower end now. Comparatively. Actually, the generational scaling's been pretty bad recently. I do not suggest buying the 5000 series if he wants to do an upgrade. I suggest getting something from the 4000 series, or better yet, wait until the next administration, because the prices are bad. I would not upgrade from a 2090. Like, you have at least 2 more years on that. I was starting to run into limits with my Taiwan 70 though. Like, functional limits. That and my laptop was, like, degrading to all heck. I don't remember if I gave you power buffer to support a higher card. I think I did. But I don't know if your power supply would be able to support the cable requirements for a 40 series card. But also, definitely, 100% do not buy a 50 series cards right now. The situation's bad. Everything's bad. I'm trying to run GTA Enhance and Roblox at the same time because there's this fun it taking into the background. Okay, doing that on a 2070 is asking for death. You really have to prioritize what you want to do when you do something like that. And by that, I mean you have to make one of them look like a potato. You really have to give up quality on one in order for the other. Um, for instance, when I would stream on my laptop, I would have to have most things at like 720 and low quality. The game I would keep at 1080, but have to go like mid if I was lucky and was like a low a more efficient game. Well, not efficient. A more optimized game, I could do like the high settings, or like a low requirement game, I could do the high settings. But it's really a juggling act of what do you want to prioritize in that case. You have to work with the limits of your computer. Um, ha- Having more like physical RAM helps, because that way your computer isn't swapping into hard disk space. Como se dice? For something like that, you definitely at least want 16 gigs of RAM. Because, like, playing one game is fine with, like, 8 gigs. You can get away with it. It's not great, but you can get away with it. 16 gigs appears to be ideal for most things nowadays. You could probably run 1.5 games. 32 is if you're more like power. And like more in my case where I'm streaming, I need to have multiple programs open. 64 is really there if you want to get the highest quality out of everything, while it's also supports like more production based workloads, like audio, video processing, production, all that jazz. It's also very important to look at your video RAM. The reason that you really have to lower quality on one game and go midway on the other is because your video RAM will fill up. I have 24 gigabytes of video RAM. That is something tied to your card, which I think you're starting to discover this. So upgrading might be a good decision. If you want to do a cheap upgrade, 30 series I think is still pretty decent. If you want something newer, I would go with the 40 series. I would absolutely not touch the 50 series. It's bad news bears all around. Yeah, you should definitely be updating those regularly. It helps. Especially when you're on a platform. No, wait a while till I upgrade. Yeah. The way I built your computer, I wanted to make sure you could use it for a long time. Your computer does need better cooling, though. Like, what do they say nowadays? No cap? It needs better cooling. I don't remember what your case looks like at all. If you could get someone to fit an AIO on your CPU, that would be great. I know you haven't had any temperature issues, but from what I remember what the temperatures on your CPU is, it's sitting at around 80 C, and that's not great. Just as a longevity kind of thing. Let me see what my let me see what my CPU is at. OCCT. Oh, great. thingamabob. Tell me what my temperature. Oh, ha, 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 ha. My CPU's at 96 degrees Celsius. And it's running at 5.4 megahertz. Terrifying. And I feel like I have decent cooling on it. Yeah. I'd say if there's like small things you want to do with your computer, and you feel like you're hitting like on some walls, upgrade RAM, get an AIO to replace the giant block cooler on your computer. I think your graphics card's definitely good. It'll last a while longer. Your CPU's definitely good. You have like one of the first i9 CPUs, if I remember correctly. I think? I'll see, but as of right now, if you have no issues, no worries. Just make sure you keep up cleaning it. And it should be fine for a while more. But since you don't need to upgrade right now, what you can do is every so often squirrel away a little bit of money so that when you do need to upgrade, you have the money for it. And like, so it's not like a big, scary, huge purchase in the future. It's I planned for this 5 years ahead. Yeah. I'm very happy I was able to pull the strings. Well, to be fair, the situation gave us enough money to do that. But I was happy I was able to get our parents to agree for me to get you the parts that will last you like a while. I am looking at my model right now, and I'm just like, man, it's very cute. Like, I made the art for this. I rigged this, save for like a few things. But like, man, I'm never doing this again. I peaked here. Sorry, that was a random tangent. But yeah. Some things to think about. E. I'm trying to function, think, ideas, thoughts. Thoughts are bad. Thoughts don't exist. Let me click that. Okay. Yeah. Well, I think that's all I got. Yeah. So next week I think we're gonna start Dredge. I don't know if I'll play through the whole game on stream. If I can convince myself to put in another time slot, I think I will, just so that it's not the same game for like 10 weeks. But it's really to be a more chill game, more relaxed, less voice acting for my poor throat. Unless I like split the streams, but then that might get a little weird. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I do want to stream more. I just don't know how to go about doing that. Again, Coracle notes. We still have boxes available for Selena, both Type A, Type B. We're very much running out of Type A, so if you're on the edge of getting it, pick it up right now or else before it's too late. But we do have plenty of Type B available. As for Yinsen, we're looking into options for her. Can't promise anything yet because of the situation. The ability to do things is hard. But we'll do our best. We'll see what we can do. And yeah. Nope. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I think I shall see you all later. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever time it is for you. And I shall see you all next time.